Hello, we are live. Today I'm almost embarrassed to admit, kind of giddy before this stream. I'm so excited to bring you this Magneton run. I really like my game plan here. I think it's a lot of fun. Magneton is a really good Pokemon. Like if you look at its stats, 95 defense, 70 speed is decent, 120 special is absolutely incredible. The unified special stat. Only 50 hit points and 60 attacks, so it is a little bit frail, but because its defense and special are so high, it doesn't feel that frail. It kind of just feels like a middling health Pokemon. And offensively, when it's hitting with Thunderbolt, it feels fantastic. However, when we look at the move set that you get with Magneton, there's no coverage. It's normal, and it's electric moves. That's it. Like, we have some other moves that aren't technically normal or electric, like Toxic, Teleport, hilariously, Reflect, Rest, but none of these moves attack the opponent. So we're only going to be doing direct damage with normal and electric type moves. Now, that might not seem that bad until you consider we only have 60 attack. So getting through rock ground types is going to take a little bit of finessing. That said, I do think there is a place for using some physical attacks. And we're also going to have to get creative using like Mimic and Toxic and stuff in certain fights too. So I think this is a very fun one to route out and play. And I'm excited to jump in. By the way, I'll mention the poll. I was really surprised when I went back and took a look at Scott's versus video. He did an electric versus video with Magneton and Electrode, and he ran red, if you don't remember. And I actually remember that he ran red, but I didn't remember how good the time was. He came in just under 43 minutes. It was like 42:50. I just checked it, 42:53, which was surprisingly good, I thought. Also, it was a 0 reset run. And there are a couple places where Magneton can definitely get resets. That said, I think we can still shave some time off of that today, hopefully, by doing some things a little bit quicker, even if we take a couple resets. Because Scott was playing pretty carefully, leveled a little more than we're going to level today, and use rest for a couple fights as well. So we're going to try to skip that and see if we can net save a little bit of time. So I put the thresholds at under 39 as our stretch goal. I don't think that's likely to happen today. Under 41, which I'm hoping to get today, but will be a very good run because, like I said, Scott got 42:53 on 0 resets. So shaving a couple minutes off of that is not going to be easy. Sub 43, which I should be able to get. And then if we don't get that, I'm going to be kind of sad. Let's hop into it. Oh, hold up. By the way, I have run this a number of times, like maybe 4 or 5 full playthroughs now. So I've got a decent idea, I think, for what I'm doing here, or at least for what I want to do. But if there are suggestions in chat, we can always look at damage ranges or specific game plan once you guys have seen it. If you have a good idea, as always, let me know in the chat. All right, let's see. Let's start recording. And let's go. By the way, we will be playing against the Venusaur team. Should be pretty obvious why. The Blastoise and the Charizard, we have a type advantage against both of them with electric moves, so it has to be the Venusaur team. D1D, welcome, my friend. Glad to see you. You're usually one of my first ones here on stream. I appreciate that. D1D saying he needs to redo this himself. Been a while. 3 years ago. Yeah. I'm sure you could shave a lot of time from your run three years ago. All right. Sonic Boom is really nice for the beginning of the game. It gives us a rock ground type answer. If we didn't start with this move, by the way, I mean, I think Brock would be absolutely miserable. Like if we had the tackle through Brock, I don't even want to think about how bad our our Brock split would be. Like, you might think, oh, don't we get Screech? Yeah, at level 54. So yeah, we would just be tackling through if we didn't get Supersonic, and that would be very, very ugly. All right. Yeah, hey Parksy, it's not in yellow. I'll go ahead and mention this. I mentioned it, I think, last stream too, but I am going to be doing a race against Speedrunner 0218 here on Wednesday. So in 2 days, and we're playing Red because he's a lot more familiar with Red, and I've played a little bit of Red as well as Yellow. So I thought, I can adjust, not a big deal. So we're going to be playing Red in a couple days. Not at exactly this time that I'm streaming now. It's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern. This is just after 12 Eastern. So it'll be about an hour later start time. Need to get some antidotes. We do get poisoned quite a bit, actually. Because we're not one-shotting a lot of the poison types. So, learned a few things from my playthroughs that I've done already with Magneton, which is... it's not steel type yet, so it helps to have antidotes. You get poisoned more than you think you would. Oh. Okay. And we're not actually teaching Bide. Usually I like being able to just kind of spam Bide out there, but we're not going to need to teach it. Just be a slight waste in time if we did teach it. Yeah, D1D, you would for sure shave at least an hour off the in-game time. Yeah, definitely. We're about to switch to Thundershock, by the way. So Sonic Boom has been nice. And I kept using it for a little while just because we're still two-shotting. So Thundershock and Sonic Boom would be two-shotting. So I was just, using Sonic Boom. We want to save a little bit of Thundershock because I actually don't want to heal until after we fight Misty. Uh-oh. I forgot. I need to limit my tiles in the grass a little bit better than that because it's not turned off for Red. Although this is an encounter that we want. Okay, Sonic Boom. You can hit anytime. We've got our HM user here in yellow. Or, sorry, in red and blue, since we don't get the normal yellow ones. Oh. That was unintentional. I gotta stop hitting these ladders here. That's right. This is my first playthrough of the day, so I imagine this will be more of a warm-up run, but hopefully you get to all see a decent playthrough here, and then maybe we can improve on it in our next couple of runs. But this is kind of like an already optimized route, like I mentioned. This is my 4th or 5th playthrough with Magneton. Probably should just use Thundershock there because I need my Sonic Booms for the Volt Orb. Chris, I see your question there. The question is my tier list. Will I be doing a combined tier list in red and yellow and blue like Gym Leader Matt does? I don't plan on doing that. I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep them separate, if anything. Oop, having a little bit of lag here. Hopefully that doesn't last too long. Because I think that red is just way too much easier. Like, almost every Pokemon is going to be in red. Oh, I'm going to pause real quick because I'm getting a notification that streaming is getting choppy. Are you guys experiencing some choppiness? I'm getting an error message on my side saying that the stream status is poor. One sec. Okay. There was I think an installer just kicked off in the background and slowed my computer down a bit. So I think that was what it was. Hopefully now we should not experience choppiness in the same way. But please do let me know if you keep saying choppiness in the chat. If we need to, we could even restart the stream. I don't want to be putting out a choppy stream that's kind of hard to follow along and enjoy. So let me know. By the way, do I sound good right now? Or is it still a little choppy? All good now, says Parksy. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna unpause here in a second then and see if the video is choppy too. So, okay. We left off right here at Misty, and I used one rare candy before Misty. Funny enough, the damage ranges are actually a lot better at level 17 than 16. It's not a damage rounding threshold, but it's where it goes from an unlikely 3-hit on the Starmie to a guaranteed 3-hit on the Starmie using Thundershock. So just that one rare candy really saves us a lot of potential headache at Misty, or a lot of training, right? So thankfully we don't have to do a lot of training. Ooh, and that's a very good crit. Okay, I see you. I see you, Magnetons, is one-shotting everything. By the way, the splits are going to be off on the right a little bit because I did that pause. So we're actually a little bit ahead. I put in my best run, by the way, so far with Magneton. So spoiler alert on the right side. You can see that I have a 41XX already. I don't know if I'll be able to do that on stream. Although I do want to return quickly to the discussion we had about tier lists. Because one thing I was considering is splitting it up into 2 different tier lists, having like a live tier list versus my produced video tier list. I'm running this on OBS, Project Q. It's on OBS. Because I do think that while I have gotten quite a bit better, actually, at running things on stream, it's not necessarily fair to compare on-stream results versus produced video results. Although recently the gap between those two things has gotten a lot better as I've gotten better at multitasking. And yeah, kind of annoyingly there, the Onyx has 41 health, so it always survives the 2 Sonic Boons on 1 health. Sonic Boom and Thundershock, hopefully you can see, pair really well together in the early game. Like everything that Thundershock can't manage, Sonic Boom can. Like the rock ground types and the grass poison types. It's quite good. Hello, Robert Suddeth. Or, yes, Suddeth. Ooh. Actually, that was choppy on my end, too. It's still playable, but if it gets too choppy, then I might just restart my software. But we shall see. I hate to do this. This is inefficient, but I was supposed to heal at the center there. I just don't have enough Thunder Shocks and Sonic Booms to get through the next section. However, because we have 30 Thunder Shocks and 20 Sonic Booms, it is quite a lot of PP, so we should be able to get through the section after this without healing the second time around. So when we dig out after beating Surge, we should be good to go to skip that next heal and just go straight to Rock Tunnel. You're 17 seconds behind now. Huh. Maybe it's because there was some buffering. Although my stream status is updated on my end and says now that the stream status is excellent, which is what it usually is when I'm streaming. So I think whatever we were going through there, I'm pretty sure it was like I had an installer running in the background that started itself. So I turned that off, and I think it's been good since then. So hopefully we won't have any issues moving forwards. Kind of annoying for people who are watching it live and experience some buffering, but hopefully it'll be fine in the VOD, and hopefully we won't have that as an issue moving forwards at all. By the way, this fight is a little bit sketchy now. Okay, we got through. It's also subtle, but we're going to be just barely outspeeding a lot of things throughout this playthrough, and the candies were carefully planned for that. For instance, we're at 51 speed right now. The Voltorb is 50 speed, so we're just going to be barely outspeeding it. And you might say, like, well, wait, why does that matter? The Voltorb sucks. The Voltorb does suck. However, it knows Sonic Boom. So it can actually kind of get us. We have to be a little bit careful here. See, like that Sonic Boom eats up a chunk of damage in the early game. It's not that trivial to win this fight against Surge. We're kind of hoping that it chooses bad moves like Growl, and also hoping that, yeah, okay, we got through on 3 health. So you see, like, Surge is not that easy, and if the Voltorb got an extra turn to attack us, that 3 health might have been the difference. So, yeah, we got some kind of nice synergy with the one candy. We've got synergy with the one candy, both helping us at Misty, and then helping us again with Surge. Repels, bike. Oh. Don't look at me. This inventory is awful. Okay. This fight can be annoying if we get paralyzed, but we're not likely to lose it because Thunderbolt is 2-hitting. And this is why we bought antidotes. There are a number of times throughout this playthrough where we can potentially get poisoned, and that's one of the more likely places for it to happen. Thundershock notably is enough to one-shot the Caterpie and the Weedle, so we're going to be sprinkling in Thundershock whenever we can, just to save a PP here or there. Thunderbolt and Mimic, yeah, pretty much. Although not just those moves. Honestly, we would love to use Mimic earlier if we could, but you have to beat Rival 5 and the Giovanni Sylph before you can get Mimic. So we're going to have to solve a lot of problems before we even get to Mimic. Nice crit there, because that's not... Oh, double crit. Let's go. That's pretty nice. Those are both 2 hits if you don't crit, by the way, as you might expect. We're going to use just a regular potion here, and we're going to save. Self-destructing hiker is a real threat for Magneton. We're sonic booming. Oh, actually, we are low on PP. We might just have to hope they explode themselves. Yeah, okay. We will survive. Ooh, okay, we just barely survived. That was my first time being out of Sonic Boom PP there, by the way. I don't know why. I guess I just used a little more of it. But yeah, I should have saved a little bit more Sonic Boom PP. You see, we're just barely getting through. Uh-oh. Hello. Uh-oh. Wake up. Wake up. This just wastes a lot of time. I mean, we're not going to lose this fight. It's kind of obnoxious. Okay, let's go. I never pick up this item. I make fun of Scott for picking up that max ether all the time. But we're actually... we're using Thunderbolt so much that the PP items are actually going to be quite helpful in this playthrough to avoid center heals, because we don't have a lot of cover. Oh, that was an accident. Didn't mean to run into him. That's fine. Good thing we had Thundershock there, or else that could have been a pretty bad mistake. What? There we go. Okay. Yeah, that could have been a horrible mistake if we didn't, if we had to like tackle our way through that or something. We might have just lost. By the way, I'm skipping the rocket hideout. Magneton doesn't need a lot of leveling, surprisingly. I thought I was going to have to level a lot more with Magneton until I actually went through the damage ranges and figured a lot of this stuff out. We're going to go with just one Carbos here. Sell the nuggets, and then that's going to help us afford all the super repels that we need, as well as a couple super potions and some great balls. Oh, let's go ahead and sell this as well, because we need to buy 2 reflect TMs. Check it out. We're going to be teaching reflect not once but twice in this playthrough. And then handily, Sonic Boom is perfect for the Doduo. Okay. Repels. Nope, not that one. Wait. I've never seen that before. I filled up my inventory before I could get fly. That's crazy. That never happens. Whoa, how did I do that? Filled it up a little too early. Oh, it's because I never pick up the, whatchamacallit? I never pick up that max ether. Hello, Trisecta. Good to see you as always. This is not the cleanest playthrough, but that's okay. Hopefully we get a good baseline here. I'm warming up. This is my first playthrough of the day. By the way, I made some tweaks as well, so I'm hoping to execute on these tweaks to the route that I made. And then if we can execute this well, then hopefully we can have a follow-up playthrough where we execute even faster. By the way, you may have noticed, but on stream, I'm pretty much never going to have my fastest run as the first run. Like, I'd have to get very unlucky in subsequent runs. After I get 1 or 2 runs under my belt, I always play much, much cleaner. Oh. As exemplified by me throwing a Pokeball at the ghost rather than rather than a Pokedoll. It's like, here, watch me play bad. I'll demonstrate my point, everybody. Oh, the max ether. I keep calling it a max elixir, don't I? Yeah, I never pick up the item, so it's like, it's not in my typical vocabulary. Dead run? Oh, come on. No, it's not a dead run. you may think like, oh, okay, you're like 45 seconds behind. Like this is a dead run. Well, I had multiple resets at Agatha in this PB that were awful. So yeah, no, not necessarily. Like this could be a PB run. I'm not saying it's likely to be because I haven't been playing super clean so far, but it is inside the realm of possibility, like for sure, reasonable possibility that this could still be a PB. But even if it's not a PB, it's important for me to play the full route. Oop. There we go. Oh my god. I do need to figure out my inventory management though a bit, because it feels like I have too many items that I need to get rid of. So in the past, oh shoot. Okay. I'm fighting this person on purpose. In the past, I've wanted to fill up my bag, but if it seems like it's actually almost hard to fill up your bag. With Magneton, it seems like it's too easy to fill up your bag. It's like before you know it, your bag is completely full and you can't pick up the items that you want to pick up. So there's probably a little bit of optimization to do around this. Like I'm about to need to pick up Toxic from Giovanni, but my bag is full again. But I think in this case it's okay because I'm about to use an ether, so I can go ahead and use oh, let's use the PP up. Didn't I pick up the PP up? What? I thought I got the PP up. Oh well. It's gonna be a little uncomfortable now that we don't have the PP up. Don't love that. That's one thing we can look at in between runs, because I kept changing like the routing at the bigger parts, but I wasn't changing the bag management so much. Oh god. Thundershock is doing more than Thunderbolt, hilariously. Okay, we're gonna have to teach Reflect here. Tackle is worn out its welcome, for sure. We don't need Tackle. Okay. I hate that we're just missing everything because of the one. Uh-oh. I'm going to restart this. This doesn't make sense to play out. Getting hit by the smoke screen is awful. And by the way, this is a range, like a pretty favorable range on the coughing too that we missed in order to get smoke screened. Oh, God. I really don't want to use a PP restoring item right now because PP restoring items are tight. That's why I picked up both the max ether and the ether. Okay, we hit the range that time and we got a crit. Okay. Now it can self-destruct on us. That would be great. Cool. You see Reflect has utility there. It's pretty nice. We need to use an antidote here. And then we can go ahead and teach Toxic as well. Thundershock is no longer valuable. Picking up the Carbos is nice. The Carbos is going to be very handy for us. And we can go ahead and teach it immediately because we need that for the Rival 5 fight. We're going to skip the protein. You might think with our low attack, like it would be helpful to get it. No, not really. I was picking it up in the past, but I don't think it's the right way to play Magneton. Oh, and we need to heal here, actually, because we're going to be digging back out to fight Erica. There are going to be some bumps here in the route, but that's okay. Like, let's not expect perfection on the first playthrough. First playthrough of the day. And in the interest of not expecting perfection, I'm supposed to be leveling up after fighting the Arbok guy. So I'm just going to fight the Arbok guy first and then use the rare candies because I want this to build good muscle memory for our next playthrough. So we use the Carbos and we use... we don't want Thunder Wave. We go up to level 41 here. And this gives us 97 speed, which importantly is enough speed to outspeed the enemy Alakazam. I say importantly because, yeah, this is actually still a little bit of a sketchy fight at level 41. See, the Alakazam does a lot of damage. Yeah, we're dead here, basically. Unless this doesn't do anything. Yeah. That was really unlucky though. That was uncommonly unlucky, getting confused by the Alakazam. So we've demonstrated that this is a sketchy fight now. But outspeeding the Alakazam makes it less sketchy because then at least we're two-hitting it. So see, when we don't get paralyzed and we have high health going into, or when we don't get confused, we have high health going into the Venusaur. And even if it hurts us a lot, as long as it doesn't go for Razor Leaf over and over again, we can win. Here we need to take this guy seriously. Hilariously, we do have to take him seriously. Oh my gosh. I just talked about how I've been playing better on stream. And I feel like I jinxed myself. Because I forgot a very important move. A hilarious move, but an important move. Takedown. We are using takedown. Check it out. It actually does pretty well against the ground types. Gen 1 missed the Thunderbolt. Cool. If it hits us with Bone Club, by the way, it does a tremendous amount of damage. Giovanni's tough. A lot of thinking went into this fight. A lot of thinking. Start off with Reflect because the Nidorino doesn't do very much damage. If it poisons, then we reset immediately because this is a long fight. Then we're going to Toxic the Rhyhorn. That's our first time using Toxic. And then we are going to chip it down with 3 uses of Takedown. So that after this attack, there we go, it goes down. And then we just go straight for takedowns against the Nidoqueen. And we got it. First try Giovanni is pretty good. Usually I've actually been getting about an average of 1 reset there. That Giovanni fight is very challenging. By the way, you might be thinking, isn't Double Edge better than Takedown? It is, but Takedown is right on the way, and I don't have to go into Rocket Hideout. And we really don't need to do that much training. So I actually think that Takedown is the superior option in this case, despite it not being a great option. I think it is a better option. We delayed Erica. We could have fought her before Sylph and been likely to win. However, at this level, we're at least getting 2 hits on the Pokemon instead of 3 hits. So they're a lot less likely to waste our time by like putting us to sleep and like the Victory Bell wrapping us forever. So I think it's actually faster to do it this way. Okay. Here we need to go ahead and get the rare candy. And I picked up Lapras, right? Good, good. I'm glad I picked up Lapras. I feel like I shouldn't have put my PB on screen already. Usually I have been obscuring that, and it kind of resets expectations for the Pokemon. because my expectations going into Magneton were that it was not going to be very good. Like I was thinking maybe a 45-minute Pokemon after optimization. Just because it's very slow to get through the rock ground types. And I thought I might have to level a little bit more to win. That said, if you're seeing this PP that I have, which I worked pretty hard to get already, and you're comparing my current run against it, and you're like, oh, well, you're not playing that well. Listen, it's really hard to get a low 40s result with Magneton. Like I mentioned going into this, Scott got a just under a 43-minute playthrough with a 0 reset run. So it is non-trivial to get a run that's in this vicinity. And we have 3 resets so far, so it's not like we've had optimal luck or something. But I still think we're playing okay, and this is going to be valuable to get my hands warm to have like a better second playthrough. I was really happy, by the way, with the takedown idea, because I've never picked up that takedown TM and used it before. The only time I'd used takedown before, I think, was when I ran Arcanine. And, you know, he just starts with it, so you may as well use it when you start with it. Lane is pretty trivial. Like, you could probably hypothetically lose, I guess, but it would take a lot. It would take a lot to lose this fight. All right. Sabrina next. And here we need to drop an item. Not sure what. See, this is kind of the problem with Magneton, because you have to hold on to things like ethers and elixirs just to get through. I think maybe we have one too many ethers. Like, I could have skipped a heal at some point and used an ether. That's probably the solution, is to just have one too many of those restoring items. The reason I'm doing that is because I ran into problems in the league in previous runs. So it's like maybe you're seeing the scar tissue now where I picked up the ether and the max ether. By the way, takedown on the Kadabra, hilariously, is better than Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is a range, but takedown's a guarantee of a hit, so it's like an 85%er. But Alakazam has better physical defense than Kadabra does, like by a significant margin, so it's actually better to switch back over to Thunderbolt. Plus, like you saw, it can use Reflect, and so bypassing that Reflect is pretty good. Helix Fossil drop. I can't drop it, can I? Don't you have to, it's a key item, right? Wouldn't I have to Toxic, by the way, does not have 100% accuracy, which can be kind of annoying. I'd have to like deposit it, right? I don't want to deposit any items. That's kind of slow to deposit items. By the way, you can see that we're not doing much damage, but I do like having a physical attacking move, so we don't have to just stall out the toxic counter. We can speed things up a little bit while attacking while toxic is working too. Yeah, it has to be put in the PC. Yeah, I don't want to put it in the PC, you know? It's just like kind of slow. Kind of slow to do that. By the way, the Carboses that we used just barely get us faster than the Dugtrio. So we can actually outspeed everything here, and we don't need Reflect anymore. This is why I bought 2 Reflects, actually, because we will need it later, but for moveset flexibility reasons, we go ahead and toss that now. And we're just going to keep doing the same thing that we normally do. We just take down to kind of speed up the toxic process. And then we're going to mimic Dig. We can kind of get wrecked here, by the way, if Giovanni guard specs while he's underground. Hilariously, it's actually a good play, because then it throws off the cadence, and then you miss with Dig, and then it hits you with Dig, which is very funny. And Rhydon's only ground move here is Fissure, which can't hit us, so we're pretty happy to just knock it out at our leisure. And we're through that fight. Not bad. Where's my elixir at? There. Oh, I have 3 elixirs. Oh, that's right. I stopped in the Yeah, I mean, I definitely overdid it with the PP restoring items this game. So we'll have to think about which ones we want to actually use and skip. Check it out. It has Horn Drill now. Looky, looky. Look what I found. I found a Horn Drill. We can't outspeed this Alakazam. It's too fast. It would take way too much training to actually do it. So instead we 2-hit. And then we have Horn Drill for the Venusaur. You see how easy it is? You see how easy Venusaur is to handle once you have Horn Drill? I don't know like what horn we're drilling with, but you love to see it. To me, this just seems like so much simpler, so much better than setting up like with Toxic on the Rhyhorn and waiting so long to get through it. And then maybe like you risk mimicking Psychic from the Alakazam for super effective damage against the Venusaur, but then the Alakazam can mess you up because it's still hitting for good damage, and it's like you're giving it multiple chances to give you a special drop with Psychic as well. Like, it's so messy to do that. Whereas the Rhyhorn, oh my gosh. No! The Rhyhorn can't do that much to you. It's a good thing we're getting all the bad plays out now, so we can play better next time. The Rhyhorn can't do that much to you. No, dude, come on. I was so careful that time. This is like my worst nightmare right now. Not really, like, because the stakes are lower. Whew. But like my worst nightmare is that I have like an amazing PB run and then I just can't push a boulder properly, like, or I run into like one of these trainers by accident, like that girl with the Parasect, and she puts me to sleep for 7 turns and knocks me out, and then I have a blackout. Like, those are the 2 worst things that can happen to you here, is pushing the boulder too far and that trainer right there getting you. Thankfully, I had an extra repel going into this, so it's not a catastrophic mistake. It's just a quite annoying mistake. What are you saying, Smash Mouth? One of the magnets? What? Oh, one of the magnets is horn drilling. Yes. Yes, I like that. How did that not open the bike? What? I thought I even saw it say that like you got on the bike and then I just wasn't on the bike. What happened? Have to get an instant replay of that. By the way, 37 minutes entering the league. Magneton is going pretty fast right now. Only 3 resets. Dugong is a range, but a favorable one. I think like 70-something% at this level. And then the Jinx and the Lapras are both going to be 2 shots. Don't love that we got paralyzed there because now we're going to be slower than the Lapras and we're in trouble. Yep. That's actually the first time I've taken a reset to Lorelei. We have to get pretty unlucky there. But yeah, Jinx body slam paralysis is one of the ways it can happen. The Bike Gen 1 missed. Exactly, Franco. The Bike Gen 1 missed. I could also get frozen. And that crit did insane damage. Okay. We made it through. 12 health. Okay. I was gonna lose my mind if the full restores, like, if I didn't have full restores in my bag. I was like, wait, I have full restores, right? I have to have full restores. We are toxicking the Onyx, and we're gonna go ahead and just set up some hardens. It doesn't do very much damage, and if we set up 5 hardens, oh, well, doesn't really matter. if we set up 5 hardens, then we have enough damage to one-shot the final Machamp. So we may as well kind of plink away with takedown here. Rage is still not doing very much damage. And then we one-shot the final Machamp, taking all the guesswork out of it. This takes us up to level 53 before Agatha, and this is where I've had nightmares before. So we're going to use 5 rare candies before Agatha, go up to level 58 over a couple damage rounding thresholds. We also are going to use an Ether here on Thunderbolt. And hopefully we do a lot better here. So a couple extra levels gives us a guaranteed 2-shot on the first Gengar, a likely 2-shot on the last Gengar, and importantly, we're also 2-shotting, or not 2-shotting, but outspeeding the first Gengar. So I was underspeeding it in the past. This fight is very sketchy, and I got through on the first try this time. So that extra bit of training, I think, paid off quite nicely. We are going to have to elixir here. Okay. We're kind of doing it here. I'm going to take agility here because I do want to... Oh. The chances are really low if I don't teach reflect. It's important to teach reflect the second time here. Toxic is no longer needed. Okay, so importantly, we're going to Thunderbolt, and then we're going to set up Reflect, because all these Pokemon like to Hyper Beam us and slam us. And we're going to set up 1 agility. Thunderbolt now 2-shots everything. And 1-shots the Aerodactyl, and we outspeed the Aerodactyl. Of course, we can lose if we get crit, but we can't really play around that, because if we don't set up Reflect, we also lose if we get crit. So, you know, it's like, this is kind of just the risk that you take here, I think. Also, annoyingly, oh, that was an accident. I meant to go for Thunderbolt instead. Annoyingly, Dragon Rage bypasses our defensive setup. So we have to hope that the Dragonite goes for something that doesn't damage us here. Oh, I think we would have survived a regular slam. He's putting on a critting clinic here, Lance. Lance is kind of wrecking us. Okay. 1 agility, and then Thunderbolts. I didn't expect... Lance to be too much of a problem, but of course it is possible, right? If Dragonite crits us, like, we lose. Obviously that didn't happen. We got through this time, and we're ready to take on the final battle. I don't think we need more PP here or anything, so we just go. The Pidgeot is not threatening, so we can go ahead and set up Reflect. Mirror move, not helpful. Thunderbolt 2-shots, so we do that instead of takedown, both for accuracy reasons and, you know, okay. Horn Drill looks a little funny, but like, we don't care how many times it takes Horn Drill to connect on the Rhydon, except that we just need a few PP left to take care of the Venusaur, and we got him. Okay, 42-37. This is not my PB. But we had 7 resets, and I think in a vacuum, you look at 42-37, you'd think that's a pretty good result for Magneton. I would have thought that was a really good result for Magneton before I actually started playing this. Let's see, 238 game time. So if we compare, and it's not really fair to compare it against Scott's run, because Scott's run was March 9th, 2024. So it was over a year ago now, where he ran, where he released the video, and I'm sure the runs were earlier than that. His Magneton run was 42-53, so we did narrowly beat that. However, he had 0 resets with a 251 game time. So it's a comparable real time, but I think that we can really improve on that. If we get a little bit better luck and have a little bit better play. A couple of these resets were actually just like, oh, I forgot to teach Reflect. So really, Yeah, we can go lower if we eliminate some player errors. I also spent way too much time like managing my bag. Way too much time managing my bag. So I think we can do a few things to help ourselves out here. I picked up too many PP restoring items. I think I can skip the underground nugget and elixir and still have enough. And I think I can also skip one of those ethers, unless I want to use one of those ethers during training. Yeah. So sub 40 is definitely possible. And I put sub 39 as a stretch goal, which I think is unlikely to hit, but I've had a lower game time than this, just like not messing up my bag as much and stuff. So if we get like a 1 or 2 reset run, I think it is possible to get sub 39, although not super likely. Redrios is saying I use takedown so much it's surprising it's still better than double edge. Well, I'm not really sure that it is. I just don't really want to go in the rocket hideout. Like, it is a trade-off, right? 85% accuracy is a little annoying, but the damage it's outputting really doesn't matter. Like, I think that's really what it came down to me, is when I looked at the damage ranges, I was like, you could do 2 more damage or 3 more damage per hit or something with double edge. It really doesn't move the needle. Like when you're using double edge, you're either, when you're using a physical attack like takedown, you're either one-shotting a Pokemon with 85% accuracy. In the case of Kadabra only, that's 1 Pokemon. Or you're just using it to add a little bit of chip damage to hurry up the toxic counter, and I don't think it actually changes the number of turns in battle. So accuracy is a little sad, but I don't think it's that much of a drawback, because most of the time we're using Thunderbolt anyway, or Toxic as our primary damage. Sonic Boom is actually better, except against the Nidoqueen. And so, okay, let me pull up the run summary. Okay. You won't be able to see the run summary until I edit in OBS. Scott has this problem too. For whatever reason, if you add it as a media source in OBS, it like kind of wants to forget about it or override it with the other. Hold up. Let me create a new one. Yeah, it just wants to create a new EXP router. It just puts like the same thing back to back instead of putting the run summary. Okay, here we go. Let me expand this a little bit. Okay, we don't need to look at the early game so much. Here we go. We have Sonic Boom. So check it out. We have Sonic Boom and Takedown at the same time very briefly. But we have to overwrite one of those 2 moves with Toxic. We need Toxic for Giovanni's Rhyhorn and Sylph, or else it just takes forever to get through it. Like it's like a 6 hit, I think, with Sonic Boom. If you don't use Toxic. And meanwhile, the accuracy at 90%, if you have to 6 hit, it's more likely that you're going to miss at least once. So it's probably a 7 hit, maybe an 8 hit on the Rhyhorn. In the meantime, it's doing damage to you with softening you up with Tail Whip, and then the Nidoqueen finishes you off. So I thought it was better to go with Toxic and Takedown rather than Toxic and Sonic Boom, because Toxic doesn't affect the Nidoqueen. Or of course you could keep Toxic, or you could keep Sonic Boom and Takedown, but then the Rhyhorn is really slow to knock out, and you risk taking resets at Giovanni. So that's why I decided to kind of go this route. Magneton can reach S tier if S tier is sub 40. But I do think that we should alter the way we think about what an S tier Pokemon is. If you've seen my produced videos, you know kind of my thoughts on it. I've got my S tier at sub 35, and I think that feels about right. Sub 35 is the mark of like an excellent Pokemon. Pokemon like Victory Bell, Mew, Mewtwo, Nidoking, they all clear sub 35. Maybe not like super easy, but like pretty doable, you know? Like if you're a good player and you route something out, you plan your route, you play it a couple times, you're going to get sub 35 with one of those top tier Pokemon. So that feels like a good S tier for me, is sub 35. I almost think Mewtwo should be in its own tier, maybe like S plus tier or something, because it's even better than that. But and Victory Bell too, right? When you're comparing like a 32-minute time versus like a 35-minute time, it does feel like there's almost an extra tier there that maybe just like 3 Pokemon are in. But we could argue, but yeah, I definitely don't think that sub 40 is a good cutoff. I think even for Scott and his Red series, he's going to have to reevaluate at some point and change the tiers, I think, because he's going to have too many sub 40 Pokemon, and it's silly to have like 33, 34-minute Pokemon in the same tier as a 39-minute Pokemon. It's not the same. Okay. I think the route felt good, except for the item management. I think I'm going to make the adjustment this time of just selling everything once I get to Celadon that I don't need anymore. So if I have a stray potion, I'm going to sell it or use it. If I have yeah, if anything in the bag that I'm not using, I'm just going to get rid of it. And this time, I think we're going to try to do 3 playthroughs in this stream. This time I'm going to record in the EXP router. And hopefully doing that, we're going to get some good data on the bag if we need to make any adjustments between run 2 and 3. So that's the plan, is probably 3 runs today, with the first one just completed. And I'm going to compare the splits versus the run that I just had as a reference point, so we can see how this next run compares to what we just did, 42-37. Especially since the route changed a little bit, it'll be a better reference point here. No, I don't have the bag counter. That would probably have saved a little bit of pain. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick restroom and water break, and then we're going to do run number 2. Alrighty, I'm back. You're praying for the 7 out of 151? What are you talking about? Like the ones that you can't beat? Are you talking about tomorrow, Reggie? Look, I don't want to kill any hype, but we've kind of already agreed to the parameters. I'll just mention this real quick. So if you're interested in watching me run against Speedrunner 0218 in 2 days, it'll happen on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be live. We're going to do a random roll live as well, but there are some caveats. We will not be running Mew or Mewtwo. We don't want to kill any of the hype for Scott. We're not going to be running an impossible Pokemon. And Redriosi, I'm so sorry. We won't be running Abra or Ditto because we need to be able to finish the runs before I pick up my boys from daycare. So, almost every Pokemon is on the table. Oh, we're also not going to play one that one of us has played before. So I think I've played about 10 runs in Red, mostly yellow experience, obviously. And then for Speedrunner 0218, he's done mostly backports, actually. So he's run about 15 Pokemon in Red. So we're not going to play any of the Pokemon that either of us have played yet because we want it to be on a fair playing field. So we're going to be running one fully evolved Pokemon and one first stage Pokemon. So we won't be playing middle stages, but I think that'll be kind of a fun format. I mentioned in the post that we're going to do an optimized run, but we couldn't really come to terms on how we wanted that to work. So we decided instead we're going to do 2 first playthroughs. So we're going to be playing 2 different Pokemon, and the winner is the one that gets the lowest time combined between the unevolved and the fully evolved Pokemon. Okay. Back to Magneton. Oh, we're also going to be playing under his rule set with like encounters on and stuff, which is kind of annoying, but I hate the encounters, all the stupid Zubats in Mount Moon, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll play, we're going to play his way. Okay, let's do this. Oh, let me change my starter. I almost had Lickitung. Dangerously close to starting a Lickitung. Yes, we won't be playing Weedle. Sorry, Redriosi. Smash Mouth saying good thing Weedle is possible. Not for all intents and purposes, it's not. Not if you're a human with a finite amount of time. Unless you just have like the best luck ever. One-shotting the Bulbasaur is really satisfying, by the way, with Sonic Boom. It's kind of nice. Although it goes from like a 1-shot to a 2-shot to a 3-shot to like eventually a move that you just don't want to use at all. But that's okay. It's a useful tool for Magneton. Like I kind of said at the beginning of last run, Magneton would be a far worse Pokemon without it. Hello, Perky Penguin. How are you, my friend? I don't know if Zubat is the worst Pokemon that will be allowed, but it's certainly in the discussion. It's like that or Pidgey, probably. Run Weedle, but allow save states. We're not running Weedle. No. No Weedle. All right, that's a Smash Math question in the chat from Quarthian. Oh yeah, or a Reggie question. Yeah, like if you get enough crits, it's hypothetically possible. Little bit of a slow centering there, but I've forgotten in the past sometimes to use to pick up antidotes, so I was just going a little more deliberate there just to make sure that we had a decent mark by. Obviously, I'm used to doing... Oh, dang it. All right, I'm going to try to not repeat all the same mistakes that I did from round 1, but no promises. I need to save 11 Thunder Shocks, by the way. That's the key number. I need 11 left. Um, 11 is to get through Misty's gem. Okay, time to heal. Oh, nice. No encounter there this time. That saved like maybe 4 seconds. We need to save 2 sonic booms for the electrode. Or, you know what I mean? Volt orb on the super nerds team. So we've got 2 sonic booms there, and then we need I think 10 Thundershock should be plenty to get us through these next 2 fights. Then we'll be in good shape for Misty's gem. I'm carefully managing PP here just to save 1 center trip. Could have potentially tackled there, actually, but that's okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Stop disabling. It keeps disabling Thundershock. Okay. The super nerd trolled me so hard right there, y'all. This swimmer, by the way, is a fantastic experience in the early game. Most people don't fight him. But I don't really understand why. If you have to do early game training, he's the best early game trainer to fight. I guess especially if you have Thundershock. Rare candy. Much better ranges with that rare candy, although still a losable fight. It's not a guarantee by any means. But the paralysis is nice because we're underspeeding both of these Pokemon. And of course the X defend is wonderful to see. Okay, it looked trivial there, but trust me, like, you can lose. Bubble Beam, if you just don't paralyze, like, yeah, it can get sketchy pretty quickly. Also, this rival fight looked very smooth last time, but we don't normally one-shot the Pidgeotto. Thundershock only gets the one-shot with a crit. Or I think it may have like just barely a damage roll on it, but like a low percentage chance. Okay, and Sonic Boom takes care of the Bulbasaur. It's a 3-hitter, but that's just fine. And off we go. Cool. Hiker's not better. What are you talking about? Hiker is less experience, and especially for Magneton, it's like it takes a while to knock down. I think it would be 2-hitting with Sonic Boom. Hiker's like 500 something experience. That Swimmer is 600 something experience. I guess the experience does come earlier, so if you need it to help out with the super nerd, like you're saying, then maybe it's beneficial. But if you're just training for Misty or for the rival, then it's faster. I think that's too generalized. Maybe there's so many water types that because there are so many water types, it's better for most Pokemon to fight that Hiker and Mount Moon instead. But I mean, if you have like, if you have like the same turns to KO or something, it's obviously better to fight the swimmer. In a vacuum, the swimmer is better if you have the choice. It's only 2 Pokemon instead of 3 as well, with more experience. So it's just, you know, better in lots of ways, unless you have to go out of your way to fight them, or unless it's like a particularly difficult matchup for you. I wonder if I have enough PP to get through. I might have enough PP to get through this next section with just Thunder Shocks. I don't think I'm going to risk it though. I think because especially it's in red and blue. Wait, I did pick up the escape rope, right? I hope I did. It takes you right to the healing center anyway. Like, I don't see why we wouldn't just heal here. We'll pocket that ether for later. I think we are going to skip the max ether this time because that extra slot in the bag was pretty annoying. Wake up anytime. Okay. The Drowsy did its best to troll us there. Confused us, put us to sleep for like 6 turns. It was kind of ugly, but thankfully Magneton has pretty good defenses and pretty good special, so we made it. We are going to have to use a healing item here soon. Don't really feel like going red bar with Magneton. Wonder if 8 was overkill there. I feel like I've been buying like 5 or 6 in the past, like, or 6 or 7. Yeah, 8 super repels is, or 8 super potions is a little questionable there. We did get the 1 red bar there, but we can't afford to go red bar anymore, so we're going to go and heal. Okay. We're going to tackle the Kadabra. Uh-oh. Okay, we snapped out of confusion. That's nice. Most of the time, the Kadabra is just going to waste time, by the way, with like disable or teleport. But if it actually uses confusion, this fight can get a little bit sketchy. We're 5 seconds behind, by the way, but I think we are playing a little better, a little cleaner than last time. We got put to sleep for a long time, and that sort of thing wastes a lot of time. But this is fine. There was nothing wrong with our early game pace in the last game. In the mid game, we kind of ended up losing our way a little bit with bag management. So we're just going to try to tighten that up. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, you see, that thing's just such a little pain in the butt. All right, be useless, Raichu. Growl, good, growl again. Come on, keep growling me. Thundershock is good. Growl, yeah, that's what we love to see. Okay. Yeah, Surge just dropped the ball so hard right there after the initial sonic booms. That's why, like, outspeeding, we outspeed that Voltorb by 1 by design, and it's important. I actually changed the route so that we could outspeed the Voltorb, and I think you see why. It's his most dangerous Pokemon, hilariously. I did take a heal there. I didn't need to. I'm kind of regretting that, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and put the bike into place. We did that much better than last time. Even though it wasn't perfect, it was still much better than last time. Red Eye Solaris is bringing the energy in the chat, although I'm not really sure what we're talking about, but that's okay. This is bad. I didn't save beforehand, did I? Did I save beforehand? We might be restarting this playthrough. Did I save beforehand? I think we're about to find out. See, if I was Scott, I would have rest on the moveset right now. But I'm not Scott, and so I'm going to get punished. Okay. Well, that was awful. Yeah, okay. Dead run. Okay. Safety save right there, and if you get paralyzed, just take the immediate reset. Wrapping last percentage stream, indeed. Although I felt like I was playing okay there, we got a little bit of a slow start anyway, so I think we can improve on this. Sometimes these things are a blessing in disguise. I'm enabling recording again behind the scenes, by the way, just so we can get another clean route file up. Start recording a new replay. Yeah, it hadn't happened before where I lost, but I usually save right there and then just take a quick reset if I get paralyzed, because you hopefully you saw, like, even if I was able to pull that out and win, the fight is so slow that I think it's actually faster to take the reset and just roll the dice again to not get paralyzed and get through clean. You could probably take the reset and still go faster than if you had won without a reset. So, yeah. Right, the speed is still cut even if you rest. So it's still annoying, although you're not going to miss turns. So you're like more likely to win, but you're also more likely to have like the longest fight of all time if you take rest into that fight. Like if you take rest in that fight and you get paralyzed and you just keep healing out of it, but the Bellsprout keeps wrapping you a lot, and then you're attacking it with Thunderbolt and it's using growth and improving its defenses, like you could end up spending, I'm not kidding, like 1.5 minutes of real time winning that fight instead of 30 seconds. Like you can take 2 or 3 resets worth of time just winning that fight in your first try. So that's one of the things that I think Scott overlooked for a long time about rest, which he no longer overlooks, by the way. He knows now how much rest slows him down. He was comparing his in-game times versus like myself and Austin, some of the other top runners. He's like, how is my in-game time so much lower than you guys? Like, I feel like I'd have to, like, even if I had 0 resets, I would never touch that time, right? And then you realize, oh, it's all these kind of like slow, like safe, they feel like safe plays, but they really slow you down a lot, and in some cases, in many cases, they slow you down more than a reset does. No, Sonic Boom is not better against the Wrapping Glass. At that stage in the game, they have enough health. Oh, maybe after growths get set up or something, sure, but Thunderbolt is better in general. We're not going to spend every dollar like we did before. I don't think we need to. We had excess potions last time, so. Backport hidden power and put it in the game corner. Yeah, great. Yeah. Make it go from not there to useless. Great idea. All right. I'm mixing in some Thunder Shocks here, by the way, just for accuracy against the bigger threats. I just don't want to lose here. Then I'll go back to using Sonic Boom a couple times for the bug Pokemon up here. And then once we get into the cave, we'll probably just go ahead and switch the order of Thundershock and Sonic Boom. Oh, Got a few more tiles in the grass than I would have preferred. We do have Pokeballs. Like, we could have tried to catch the Spearow, but I really don't like having the Spearow that early. Okay, come on. Ah. Missed it. Oops. Okay, a little bit of shaky moving here, but that's like a half a second lost or something. It's not much time. Important thing is that we go ahead and just execute in these battles and execute in the bag. I think for a long time, I thought that people's overworld movement was the reason why they were faster than me. And I think it wasn't until the Mew race that I realized that a lot of the times when people were faster than me, it's because they're faster in the bag. It was a really kind of interesting discovery. Not something that I could have seen coming. Well, maybe hypothetically I could have seen it coming. Perhaps. If things had been different, I don't know what. What I'm trying to say is I didn't see it coming. I didn't understand that that's where I was bleeding time relative to like some really, really good players. Yeah. Redriosi saying I could see it coming. Thank you, Redriosi. You could see that my item management was holding me back, I guess. I didn't see it. Now I do, of course. And it's something I've worked to improve on, but still plenty of improvement to be had. I could still improve plenty with my bag management skills. I'm working on it. It's something I'm prioritizing. Okay, you see how much Bubble Beam did there? Bubble Beam does a lot of damage when she actually chooses it. Thankfully, type effectiveness is not helping her here because Tackle is hitting neutrally. So when she mixes that in, it makes her odds a lot better of getting through the fight clean. By the way, 12 seconds ahead of Misty. Quite nice. Last time, I think we got trolled quite a bit by the Super Nerd. Like picking Disable and stuff. I also feel like I'm getting warmed up a little bit. Not to jinx myself. I feel like things are going okay. Redriosi, what do you have to work on, my man? Is it bag management for you too, or is it something else? Right. Redriosi is saying bag management is having everything planned out ahead of time, including branches. So like if things go wrong, right, or if you use more items than you think you're going to have to, like maybe you think you're going to have extra potions, but you have to use every single one of them that you have left, like that sort of thing. Or if you pick up the full restore and maybe sometimes you don't have to use it, but sometimes you do. Like having those kind of branches planned out, it all goes into bag management. Retriosi blaming overworld movement for losing about a minute off of times that could go better. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. You don't really show people your playthroughs. Is it that bad? Is it really a minute? That sounds like a lot. Can't believe I always miss that damage range. Sonic Boom, come on. Can't you do 21 damage sometimes? You timed it compared to what? You lose 10 seconds of the Safari Zone? Relative to who? Like Austin or something? Ike? One of those guys? Scott? Scott's pretty good in the Safari Zone, actually. Scott's really good on the bike. Like, both in Victory Road and the Safari Zone. He doesn't use the bike all the time, but in the places that he's comfortable using it, he's like quite fast. compared to perfect movement. Well, okay. But no one's got perfect movement at times 4 speed. So when you say you're losing a minute, you mean you're losing a minute off of like what's optimal. But if no one's humanly like doing that optimally, then I don't know if we can say that's where you're losing time. I guess in a way, academically, right? But practically speaking, we do have a limit on how well we can move in the overworld. Like, we'll get closer to that limit, but I think there's always going to be a little bit of time bloat there. Is Scott going to do a bike video? I haven't heard that Red Eye Solaris, but maybe he will. I know he's kind of like, people suggest that before, like bike versus no bike, see the comparison. I timed it for the Mew race for myself in a few different areas, like Safari Zone. I think I timed it. Maybe that wasn't for the Mew race. I think that was at some point previous. Victory Road, I timed it. It's like a 5-second difference in Victory Road, something like that, for me, with imperfect biking. Actually, it was less than 5 seconds, like maybe 3 seconds. It wasn't a big difference, but it was enough that's like, okay, I should go ahead and use the bike. Come on, finally. Leech Seed got the Ivysaur just out of 3-hit range with Sonic Booms because I gave it an extra turn and missed the Sonic Boom. The 90% accuracy is like, it's just enough accuracy loss to annoy you, you know? Like, usually it's not consequential, but it can just waste a little extra time with stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna put that where the repels are. I'm gonna go ahead and use both of those. Cut, dig. Okay, that was pretty good item management, actually. That was pretty good. That was pretty efficient. Because I moved both my potions and my repels up to the top. So when I do the bike, I'll be able to just move the bike up at the same time that... oh, he missed a Sonic Boom. Nice. Finally, the other way it works. Okay. We're in a good shape here. Going into the Raichu. Nice. Okay, cool. I'm going to skip the heal this time, which I've been meaning to do for a while now. Once we get the bike, we can reset our cursor to the top by teaching Thunderbolt. Oh, no. All right. A little antsy there. A little quick on the trigger finger moving down. Okay. Bike in the second slot, and then here. Nice. And we're going to take the safety save. Yeah, we're gonna save now. Okay, come on. All right. Hey, we took the safety save. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. Ooh, the crit. That's nice. Oh, and a missed sleep powder. Let's go. Okay. Well. Just need to get through one more. Let's go. Oh, we paralyzed it, so we slowed him down. Let's go. The counter paralysis. Where's my full restore at? There we go. Nice. Counter paralysis was pretty clutch there, because then we're moving first again. Well, actually, maybe not after it used growth. I don't know. The mechanics are so funny. Oh no, the Cubone can get us. Oh god. Okay. Good thing I missed the Bone Club. Like, ugh. Cubone is scary. Very scary. Alright. This one can be annoying, but it's less dangerous than the wrapping lass. Because, like, yeah, at least there's nothing wrapping us, right? We got paralyzed, but... Oh, wait, we already used... Oh, we don't have a paralyzed heal. Oh, this is actually highly annoying in a way that I didn't appreciate. Uh-oh. Okay. We might just need, like... We might just need them to explode themselves. And how do I have 3 sonic booms left? Okay. We need them to explode themselves. Explode yourself. It's not doing it. We're not going to survive. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, now we need to get through the Growler without it exploding itself. Oh no! What was that? No! Oh, we kept getting paralyzed. It's awful. Okay. Explode yourself. Okay. It's gonna be like close. No, we can't survive it. This is awful. I can't believe that not having a full restore just killed us. I think this is a dead run. I hate this. All right, it's a dead run. I guess we need to buy a paralyze heal. I cannot believe that. That's not a way I thought that we could lose. We had a good pace too. Like it was a really nice pace. One quick reset against the wrapping last, no problem. Otherwise, very clean early game. All right, I'm gonna stand up and stretch for a second. This is like a 30-second break. All right. Again. Come on, Magneton. We need a good run out of you, little guy. Or little guys. Are the 3-headed things in Pokemon, do they have 3 different personalities? Or do they somehow like merge into one entity? Like one thing with 3 brains? I feel like they're supposed to have 3 different personalities, right? Like, almost like 3 different people. Who knows their Pokemon lore? I wonder if this was ever addressed even. Actually, I don't know. Dodrio had different personalities in the anime. One head controls the rest, but different personalities. Oh, no, that's horrible. That's like the worst outcome. That's awful. So like only one head can like control the body and makes all the decisions on what happens. And the other 2 are just like sentient, but have no control, like sentient without autonomy. That is the most like terrifying of the options. I hate that. That's awful. I mean, I guess you would need one to control, or else you have like, you know, what happens when one of them is trying to run right, one of them is trying to run left, right? So I guess it makes sense that you do have one that's in control of the body, right? But like, I don't like it though. I don't like that. I would rather they actually all be one personality, like, you know, like the brains combine into like one smarter person, but they're all kind of like the same thing. That feels more correct to me. Okay, we're buying a paralyzed heal. Gosh, I can't believe that. I can't believe last run died because of a paralyzed heal. It's so bad. 2/3 vote for everything. That's pretty funny. Right, like they could control their own mouths and maybe like their own necks, but then after that, no control. It's a speed tie, by the way, on the Rattata. Magneton and Dugtrio are different cases. Those are just 3 separate Pokemon. Yeah, like it was 3 Magnemites and 3 Digletts first. Yeah. Oh, that was pretty good. There was only 1 extra patch of grass. 1 more than necessary. Because I don't want to slow down for it, you know? Come on, Paris, get in the ball. You're in red. Oh, Quarthian. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I like that either. That disable was trying to get me again, but thankfully it missed. Okay, nice. That was a pretty clean Mount Moon that time. We like that. Wait, why does it say I have 1 reset or 1 blackout? I don't have a blackout. Ignore that. There is no blackout. Sometimes it does that. I haven't really figured out why. Okay. 1 candy after this. That swimmer just lines up experience perfectly, by the way. Like, we barely level up after this Goldeen. No, I'm not sending 3 Magnemites all at once. It's 3 totally different. It's 1 Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. It's 1. Yeah, no. It's not me sending 3 Magnemites. I'm not cheating. It's 1 Pokemon, guys. Meanwhile, they're just like stuck together because they're magnetic. Same thing with Dugtrio. It's just like 3 besties hanging out. The rival has not shown its teeth yet today. I'm not saying that in an ominous way, trying to hope for bad things to happen. But when the Pidgeotto chooses Sand Attack at the beginning, that fight looks totally different. So keep that in mind in case that comes up later. Hopefully we won't be resetting the early game over and over again. Actually, Magneton's early game is pretty safe. The self-destructing hiker can cause a reset, but it doesn't normally wall you. The only reason it walled us is because we were paralyzed last time and kept missing attacks, moving second. Like, just makes it way less consistent. when it was otherwise quite consistent, or at least pretty consistent. Like, you wouldn't lose there 3 or 4 times in a row. It'd be very unlikely to. Because Sonic Boom is 3 hitting them. So chances of getting a 3 hit while they just waste time with like tackle or something is pretty high. You get at least one of them knocked out basically for free, where it doesn't do very much damage to you. And then you could even tank 2 of the self-destructs. You just can't tank 3 self-destructs. Or if you can tank like maybe only barely 3 self-destructs, but like not if there's other damage. It's something like that. It's right around that. Yeah. I need more Sonic Boom PP for it. So I've been trying to skip that heal. I think I cannot skip the heal. So I think what I should do instead is skip this heal that I've been taking. Just take more Thundershock PP with the ether up here, and then skip this next heal that I have been taking, and instead take a heal afterwards, after Surge. I think that's going to be the way to do it. Well, yeah, I could use the ether on Sonic Boom instead. That's also true. It's really hard to get back to Bill when it doesn't draw you back. Oh. I'm going to try it this way. If we have another stupid early game loss because I got reckless and went off with 14 Thundershock PP and it wasn't enough, then such is life, you know, if that happens. But I do think it's going to be just enough. Just use a little bit more Sonic Boom. Maybe put a couple extra tackles in there if we have to, just to finish things off. Like this Raticate, I've been Thundershocking twice. I don't need to do that. I could Thundershock and then tackle. I'm out of healing items, by the way. But I'm about to buy some super potions, so we should be fine. Yeah, see, like, that tackle is just fine there. I think we'll Sonic Boom. We'll Sonic Boom these. Oh, great. Miss. Alright. Maybe we'll just tackle. This is slow. I'm regretting my decision. We need to have at least 6 Sonic Booms left for Surge. We're going to tackle here. Yeah, I'm regretting my decision. Would have been faster just to do the heals. Okay, that's fine. It's not like it's a huge time waste, but it's not the best. Talk to the trash can. Got a little too greedy. If we lose, we lose. It's totally reckless to do this, by the way, but... Okay, I keep missing tackle. 95% accurate. Okay. we saved 5 seconds. Like 3 of that was not saving. So there you go. Do we feel good about that decision? I don't know. Not worth it. It was objectively not worth it, but that was a little bit of an emotional decision because I was unhappy about the time bleed I had with the PP management. Next time, just take the double center heal. Like, you don't waste that much time with the center heal. Okay. Okay, we're going to take the safety save that we learned that we needed 2 runs ago. Come on. Nice. Okay, we got poisoned. We actually love to see that. Poisoned is great. Because that means we can't get paralyzed. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, Magneton looks like a Pokeball. Yeah, it's got the same sprite in the menu there that like Voltorb and Electrode have. By the way, I haven't talked about it much, but the Cubone is where the game can end. Like, if we get unlucky and it just keeps spamming Bone Club, which it is possible to do because it has good AI, although it can also prioritize Growl on turn 2. Yeah, that's a fight that can go south. Definitely can. Nice. Poisoned again. See, this time we got paralyzed 0 times, even though we picked up the paralysis. That's kind of just how this works. Okay. Let's Super Potion, Repel, Antidote. All right. Let's go. Come on, Sonic Boom. Oh, a Gen 1 missed self-destruct. Let's go. Where was that last time when we were just getting walled forever? That's hilarious. All right, that was a very good fight with the hiker. Self-destructing hiker. Okay, wake up. Okay, come on. Fine. I skipped the max ether this time. We're gonna pick up the max elixir. After the biker boss. We need 2 PP restoring items for the league. That's what it comes down to. One Carpos. All right, we're gonna sell the Pokeballs. We're gonna sell Bubble Beam. We're gonna sell the Nugget. We're gonna sell Bide. 11, and then we can buy. Oh, we need 2 Great Balls, and then we can buy 1 more Super Potion because we need to be able to afford 2 Reflect TMs. Okay. Decent inventory management there. We have to do a lot. Not the best ever, but like decent. Okay, come on, Doduo. Show up. Thank you. One nice thing about using Sonic Boom to catch the Doduos is that it's fixed damage, so you can't like crit it and then accidentally KO, which is pretty nice. All right, that was decent. That was pretty good inventory management right there. I'm pretty happy with that. We're gonna have to see where we compare versus our last run here after the rival split. Yes, the 3 Pokédoll strat, meaning the don't pick up side weight from Sabrina strat. 27 seconds. Let's go. We went from just behind pace to 27 seconds ahead of pace. 65 health, by the way, is enough that I'm just going to keep walking because we KO those Ghastlies. So rather than spend time digging through the bag, like looking for an antidote, nope, just wait till you get to the healing pad. Sorry for the flashing. But the flashing is really not nearly as abrasive in red as it is in yellow. In yellow, it's like very in your face when you're poisoned in the overworld. It like does not want you to forget. Hey, we haven't been here in a while. All right, because we sold so much stuff, we shouldn't run into the same problems that we ran in last time with our bag, where like we had a hard time picking up the PP up and that kind of stuff. Should be okay. Oh, did you waste frames in the overworld with Flash? I didn't make that assumption, actually. I guess I kind of just thought that you move the same pace, but it just changes your screen. But maybe it slows you down. Yeah, it's not clear. It's not clear to me. It doesn't feel like you're moving slower, but it could be very subtle and you wouldn't notice. It'd be funny if it sped you up. Then it would be like a strategy to get poisoned and keep poisoned for a long time. Like use a max potion or something instead of a full restore. That'd be pretty funny. I don't think that's the case, but that would be funny. Nice, got the PP up. Yeah, and we're fighting this guy. And we are going to pick up the PP restoring item here, the max elixir, after fighting the biker boss. We have 0 blackouts, by the way. 0 resets. Pretty solid. Wait, isn't it here? There. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go ahead and use it now. Oh, we can use the PP up as well to give us 3 more thunderbolts to get through this section. I also need to teach reflect over tackle, so I can do that at the same time. Looks like I'll need a heal too, so we'll get a lot of that knocked out at the same time. Where's the PP up? There we go. Okay, cool. It's reasonably efficient menuing there. Running into the Sand Slash Trainer would be awful, either one of them. So thankfully we did not do that. All right, I'm going to go straight for the one-shot here because I don't want my accuracy dropped. Oh, nice crit. All right, now we're going to put up the reflect. Okay, cool. Easy. Easy, Koga. My bag may be getting more full, but because I've been using items, I think we'll get through this section without me dropping anything. I hope so. Because I'm not sure what we can even drop here. Okay, good. I remember the heal here first because we are going to fight Erica afterwards. That's a good adjustment. And now you'll see with proper planning, now that we haven't bumped into anyone extra or anything, we will need this fight and then the Arbok fight to get up over level 37. And then we use 4 rare candies. And we can use those rare candies and the carbos just to make sure that we have a spot here. 4. 2 carbos. Actually, we need those carbos to outspeed the Alakazam as well. At least one of them. And if we're doing one of them, we may as well do both of them. All right, let's go. Need to teach Toxic as well. Oh my god. Oh my god. Takedown. You guys are reminding me in the chat. I forgot takedown. Okay, I'll go back and get it. It's less backtracking now than it would have been in a minute after Lapras, so let's go grab it. The Venusaur is just statusing me here. No! Oh! I'm so dumb. I thought that was a guaranteed kill from there. How did I live that? Oh god, I hate this. I hate everything about this. No! I had 4 health? What? I know, streamer doesn't read chat and's punished, and then I didn't have the patience to wait for my health to go to 0, and it looks like I survived on 4. Everyone go away. Stream's over. You've seen enough. Please don't go away, but yeah, and it's brutal. Wait, is this like the same fight as last time? This is almost the same fight. Okay, but I actually lose this time. Oh no. This is a disaster. No! Because it used Leech Seed really early into the fight there. Oh, is that a crit quick attack? Chill out, dude. It got an extra hit. But unfortunately, I don't really have like a good option against this Venusaur. Like I don't have Mimic yet. Oh my god. And somehow we got through that time. Are you kidding me? I almost reset after the Alakazam crit me because I'm like, oh, that's over. Okay. We're playing this out. Takedown. And we need Toxic as well. Okay. Come on. Oh, nice. I got badge boosted. I know it's not efficient here, but we have to heal again. From now on, we're going to the center to heal because I'm out of healing items. Okay. Hopefully we get a first try here. 43 is important for damage ranges here, by the way, especially against the Nidoqueen. So, like, we could have gotten away with 1 fewer level on paper, hypothetically, against the rival. But, oh no! Ah, we got crit with Body Slam. Yeah, you can see how tight this fight is. The takedown is a likely 4-hit. We're really pushing Magneton, by the way. That's why we have all this inconsistency, right? If we wanted a more consistent strategy, we could like teach rest. And I'm even thinking that might be worth it. And take things a little slower, but I want a great time. I don't want to like go really slow and like heal a lot and stuff. I don't know. Rodrigo's saying double edge. Yeah, that's the other alternative is we could go get double edge and it would be a little more accurate. I think it would have saved us a reset there actually, because in that second to last fight, there's a chance that maybe we would have like we missed an attack against the Nidoqueen. Maybe we would have won instead there. I think after this run we could look at it. We could just look at flexing that in and see what it changes. I think the reason I moved away from it is because the experience is not very helpful. It's kind of just the one candy. It's not like you don't get anything from fighting the trainer as well. Like it's not really helpful to flex in anything else instead. So experience wise, I was having a hard time justifying it, but yeah, not sure. That was a good bit of inventory management there. Well, takedown is usually right on the way, but the last couple times I've forgotten it, which is really sad. Because I kind of wanted that to be like the highlight of this run, right? Like, isn't this cool that we're actually using takedown? But it looks far less than impressive when I like leave it, and then I have to go back to get it, and then I go back to get it, and then it misses. So it hasn't looked super impressive so far. On paper, and actually in a previous run. Oh, is that? Did I press no? Oops. Okay, I need to drop something, I'm pretty sure. Use the Carbos. By the way, it's slightly better to fight Blaine first, but I've already committed to this, and it's pretty close. So I'm just gonna forge ahead. It's like very slightly better because Sabrina is a little harder. Like you get a better range, like better chances to one hit the Venomoth, that kind of thing. But it's not worth it's still a doable fight even if you fight her first. Like it's a slight difference. So just forge ahead. I do need the Carbos Smash Math. Every Carbos we get is important, and we're using 4 of them. So we're buying a Carbos, and we're picking up 3 Carbos. Without the Carbos, you won't get key out speeds on things like Giovanni's Duck Trio, the Agatha's Gengar, the first one. The Carbos are important. Yeah, it's possible to buy 2. We really need a healing item, actually. Or it's going to be a really painful kind of backtracking. We don't have a healing item. Oh, God. We need to teach Mimic. This is as ugly as that looked. It's just as bad as backtracking to the center. We had to use our super potions really aggressively, like far more aggressively than usual in the mid game this time, kind of just to make it through. And we are guaranteed to take a lot of damage against this Rhyhorn. So we would have had, if we didn't do that, which looked really bad, I know, we would have had to backtrack out of Giovanni's gym to heal at the center and come back, which I think would have been even slower. So we were just 1 healing item low. I think maybe we should have picked up the max potion in Sylph, or like, what is it, a hyper potion? One of those 2. Usually this won't come up though. I mean, last time I think I had excess healing items. Okay, notice we're at 112 speed. Oh, that's speed tying us? Oh god, why are we speed tying? It's because I didn't use the last Carbos, isn't it? Uh-oh, this could get very dicey. Uh-oh. Oh no. Wait a minute. What happened? Why am I speed tied? I wasn't speed tied last time. I had an outspeed. Oh my god. I know why. I didn't fight Psych, did I? I didn't fight Psych. All right. We're going for the old strategy, which is really risky against Agatha. But we don't have much of a choice. This is my previous routing where I candied up to 50. You saw how the guard spec can actually troll you. I got trolled pretty hard by the guard spec there, but thankfully was able to survive the dig. I skipped Psych, right? I used to skip Psych, and then I added it back because it was able to get a couple extra levels against Agatha and make that fight a lot more consistent. Instead, we're going to take the very inconsistent fight against Agatha and hope to just luck through, because those are the cards we were dealt. It takes way too long to go back and fight Psych at this point. So we're just going to go for a lucky run. I was actually hoping that we get a really good run and then I could pivot to the more aggressive strategy so you could all see that to try to beat it. But right now we're doing things in the other order. Looks like before you get to see the consistent run, you get to see the really aggressive route. Come on. Thank you. I fought him? Really? This time? What happened with the routing then? How? Because I used all the Carbos. I don't have Carbos in my bag. We'll look at the router after this. We are recording it, I think. We'll figure out what happened. Clutched up there. That was good. That was good. Didn't push the boulder too far. I was fighting him both ways. Here I can just use a rare candy before Lorelei to get up to 58. That makes Lorelei a little more consistent actually, because I put the Lapras into super potion range more consistently. I used the mansion one. Yeah, I don't know what happened. And also it's a guarantee on the Dugong if I use a rare candy first. I usually spam that out. This time I didn't. Oh, I have 2 candies? I don't... My routing is so weird. Like, I don't know what happened. I might even hold on to the 2 candies. I need to remember to teach Reflect soon. Okay, we've got a speed tie against the first Gengar. I'm going to go ahead and teach it now. Wait, where is it? 33. Takedown is no longer useful. Okay. Just in case, I don't want to run out of thunderbolts. Yeah, I think you're maybe seeing why I went for the more conservative Agatha strategy. Even speed tying here is very sketchy, although, okay, that was pretty good. Nightshade we live with. Okay. Oh, what? How did we not KO her there? That was surprising. Okay. Well, we got through. Okay, come on. Reflect. We need to use an elixir after this. It's not going to be sub 40, but it could be pretty close. All right, let's go. Let's go. Ah, forgot to use reflect, but that's okay. We can use reflect against the Rhydon. It's not a big difference. I think it is slightly better to use it against the Pidgeot. Okay. Come on. Sometime today, Horn Drill. Thank you. One nice thing about using Horn Drill here is you just get so much PP for it. Come on. Come on. Okay. 40-29. 40-29. That wasn't bad. Like, I get it. We scrapped. We clawed. It was not the cleanest, most beautiful playthrough I've ever had, but 40 minutes, 29 seconds with 6 resets. We had to adjust on the fly too. I had to go to my old route in 2:31 in game time. 2:31 is pretty sick. That's like what, 37 minute, 37 and a half minute, something like that, pace without resets. Yeah, thank you, Perky. I think I steered pretty well considering considering that I kind of had a curveball thrown, and I haven't figured out what happened yet. So let's try to figure it out together. Okay. So we didn't plan on using those 2 candies there. We didn't plan on using those 3 candies there. You see, it's kind of beautiful. We level up after Bruno here at 53 without using any candies up here. And then we just use 5 rare candies up to 58. That's what we did in our first playthrough. And then we actually get the outspeed on this Gengar instead of the speed tie. Why am I speed tying the Dugtrio? I did fight Psych. Why is this a speed tie? Was it always a speed tie? No, I didn't have the Poliwag option on the route. That was I bumbled into that. Now maybe let's add it just for fun, right? Like let's just add it. Let's see if that gives me the outspeed. I suspect that it might, since last time we did. It could be that I changed things around in my route, and then because of stat experience, I was speed tied and I just didn't notice. It's hypothetically possible, although I was pretty sure I was outspeeding. Yeah, this is definitely 4 carbos being used. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot where I was at. Route 8. Let's add the Poliwag guy. It's gonna be so funny when I outspeed. — 113 speed with the Poliwag guy in there. So I probably made a mistake in the router, not noticing it was a speed tie, thinking it was an outspeed against the Dugtrio. And then, because I accidentally ran into the Poliwag optional, I was actually outspeeding. Okay. If that's the case, then I think we just need to buy 2 carbos. So we just need to like pick up the second nugget and buy the 2 carboses probably. Although money's really tight to do that. Like I'd actually prefer not to if we could help it. Wait a minute. No, something's off here. Oh, wait. No, that's just the Poliwag guy. Oh. Did we run into another optional at some point or knock out a wild Pokemon? No, right? Because I didn't think that it was 0% to 76% and leveling up and rare candying here. Hold on. I'm gonna open up my other route and see if I can identify the difference quickly. Okay. We're not going to spend too long on the router, but this is important. I want to do one more playthrough, and I think we should figure out what's going on here with the routing. Okay. Yeah, I was at 88% of a level. Oh, and candying before the Arbok? Okay, what happened here? What's different? There shouldn't be anything different. Oh, this is my older route when I was running 2 rare candies here. which is not necessary. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's the only difference. And then once you get to Sylph, okay. How much experience do I have right before Giovanni 3? Just get double edge for stat experience? Maybe, honestly, maybe. Let's open back up the one that we just ran, because I don't know if there's something else in here that's kind of thrown off. So let's grab the Magneton stream one that we just recorded. Although, what are the error messages here? It thinks I don't have money. I don't. Oh, maybe this is wrong. What is going on here? It has like this underground path stuff from like a previous run. Okay. Oh gosh. Maybe this is not the best one to go off of, actually. Like, look at all these errors. Yeah, maybe this is not the best. I now have more confidence in my previous one. Okay. Because we figured out with this one, right? That was at 112 speed. No, 119. This is using rare candies. Gonna have to rework some things. Okay. So the game plan, I think this was the same through here, was to use 4 rare candies after the Machoke guy. Wait, wasn't after the Machoke guy, was it? Wasn't it after the Arbok guy? I don't think we had the experience until after the Arbok guy. Oh yeah, it's the 1 rare candy here. That's why. Okay. 1 candy there. And then we had to use 4 rare candies after the Machoke guy. And after the Arbok guy. 4 candies. We take away this protein. How does this have us at 115 speed? Candies, that's why. Okay. Just gonna lose my mind there. Okay, and if I buy 1 Carbos here, then I think I'm gonna be speed tied with the Doug Trio. Yes. Okay, I think we've got an experienced router that's I think I started the recording and then probably started a new one and then it messed up the recording. You want me to click on the Giovanni 3 battle? What is Giovanni 3? Is that Sylph? It's this one, right? Or is it the talking about when he's a gym leader? We could maybe use 1 additional rare candy here. Does that change anything? If we use, because we had 5. Okay, that gives us an extra level for Giovanni. Oh, that fixes everything. Look at that. Not quite. We might have to take on another optional. Because we have 4 rare candies left at this point, and we're 3,000 experience off. So if we use all 5 of our rare candies in Sylph, we have to compensate with that for an extra. No, Agatha doesn't work because look, we need to use rare candies right before Agatha, and we're missing 3,000 experience. So we would need to add like one of these trainers. Like this would do it. If we add the black belt, 3 1-hits, that would do it. So that's probably just worth it. So we just dumped the bag of rare candies in Sylph because we had 5 and we only used 4. We just use all 5 here. That will help just slightly with the rival fight, which is a little bit sketchy, right? Not a lot, but a little bit. Like maybe when it uses Leech Seed, then we knock it out like a little faster. Like it could be the difference if it was at a sliver. Same thing, like a little more health and a little more damage for the Rhyhorn. Like I think it's okay to just dump our bag of candies because that's the hardest part right there. And then we'll take on one more optional. We'll just fight the black belt to make up for the experience that we lose from using the earlier candy. And then we'll go for the last 4 candies right before Agatha. Gets us up to level 58. Then we outspeed that Gengar, and we're getting a 2-hit on the last one. Well, if we add a level, then it probably doesn't matter. Like if we added Rocket Hideout here, then we get an extra candy. And we could candy... Oh, before we change everything, I'm going to save it. We'll save it as is. Okay, now if I added this, then we could candy 1 spot earlier after the Arbok instead of after the Machoke. And then... then we level up there. Might be better. Wait, were we still using 5 candies? Wait a minute. How are we faster now than we were before? That doesn't make any sense. At level 47? How are we faster now than before? What? Oh, is it just the step because the experience came later? I still don't know if I want to pick up Double Edge though. Like, do I want Double Edge? It's still an extra battle, even if you're already going into the hideout. Do I still want that? I feel like I'm adding too much bloat. Like, because this is 2 1-shots. I mean, that's 2 1-shots too, but... I don't know if I want to actually add this for Double Edge. I guess I can. I mean, we could try it. Like, let's try the route it out. In that case, I would use the candies right before Machoke. I could just, yeah, it doesn't matter. I could fight the black belt or the other guy. Um, is this faster? Wait, did I lose a level somehow? Oh no, I just didn't add the candy in, right? Because this would be 11 candies. 4, 5, wait, 9. Okay. Sorry, too many moving pieces. It's taking me a second. I don't like to spend this much time in the router, but I think you might be correct. That's just better to go for this than if I did that. Then it's too much experience. Yeah, so it definitely has to be only 4 candies here, or 5 candies. No, 4 candies here. I think I can actually afford to give up a level though, because I got the extra rare candy. Can't get rid of both of them. Okay, how many candies is this? This is 10. Okay, so I do have one more rare candy. Yeah. The reason it's throwing me an error is because I didn't pick up the hideout. Didn't put the hideout candy in. Okay, okay. Can you guys see the run summary here? Let's see. Does Double Edge give a 3-hit KO on the Nidoqueen? I doubt it, but we can look. I'm gonna learn it over takedown. No, it's not a 3-hit. Unless you get really lucky ranges. By the way, we have 6 candies at this point, don't we? We actually do have 6 candies at this point. So we could go up there. What does that do? Instead of Psych, if we fought this guy. Oh, this might be the route, y'all. This might be the route. Okay, if we use 6 rare candies to get up to level 43 before the Machoke, I just want to confirm that we have that many candies. We should, right? Mount Moon, Cerulean, SSN, Rocket Hideout, Pokemon Tower, Route 17. That's 6 rare candies. We have 6 rare candies going into Sylph. If we use all 6 to level 43, we're going to make the rival fight easier on ourselves. And then this with Double Edge. The Cubone and the Machoke. Cubone's a 2-hit instead of a likely 3-hit. And the Marowak is maybe a range. Not a great range, but a possible range. And then the Nidoqueen is sometimes 43% of the time is a 3-hit. That is better. And then Double Edge is doing 19 to 23, which is slightly better than Sonic Boom. So I think we're going to pick up Double Edge for this fight, or for this routing. By the time we get to Giovanni, we're at a higher level because we used more candies earlier, so we'll outspeed the Doug Trio. We skip Psych with this route, but instead we fight this trainer with the Kingler, the Tentacruel, and the Blastoise, which gives amazing experience, 5,700 experience for 3 Pokemon. And then we dump our last 4 rare candies before Agatha. They go up to 58. Oh, oh, right. I'm using one before Misty. Good point, Redriosi. Good point. I'm using one before Misty. Thank you. So I actually don't have 6. I have 5. Okay. Oh, I level up into the trio still though, so I still outspeed. That's kind of nice. So if I use all my rare candies in Sylph, it still kind of works out here. And then well, I'm 1800 experience short of leveling up, so that's kind of annoying. So I guess I need 1800 experience at some point. Psych is overkill. What's a good way to get 1800 experience? The Poliwag guy, that's not 1800 experience. He's only like 12 or 1300. I think the swimmer that I like to fight is like just short of that. Route 21. He's 1759 experience. Yeah, we're at 0%. 38 to next level up if we fight the swimmer. Very, very close. I mean, I think that the Nidoking guy is going to be annoying because we don't want to fight a ground type. That's usually one that we fight in Viridian City, like in the gym. I don't know. It's just we fight a black belt. It's fine. It's fine. Just fight the black belt. Or we fight this one. Just because it gives us the extra level for Dugong. Why not? Better chances. It doesn't really matter. They're both 3 hits. It's just super effective text. We may as well take the extra experience. It doesn't look efficient, but we'll just use the 5 rare candies there. Because if we use the 5 rare candies earlier, or the 4, sorry, then we're going to speed tie the Gengar. We don't want that. We don't want to speed tie the Gengar. Okay. Surely there's a Route 17 that's good. Wait, which one is Route 17? Route 17 is Biker Road? No, because that's, I mean, we're going on Biker Road before we use the candies in Sylph. So that would change our routing completely if we did that. Like, if we fought this biker instead, for instance, right? This, like, we're candying here anyway. But then the difference, the offset's not enough to change anyway, so it's fine. We just... Sabrina optional? I think I'm just going to go with this Cool Trader. I have enough to think about already. We're changing... I don't want to change too much. So this time, the big difference is we're going to Rocket Hideout. We're going to pick up Double Edge. We're candying before the Machoke. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized that we're picking up a candy afterwards, so we can't dump the whole bag. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, this is getting frustrating. All right, maybe we do have to do it like this instead. Oh wait, no, that's not better. We can't use the candy before we get it. Check double edge range on Venusaur. It's probably not going to be better than Thunderbolt. It's not. I mean, it is technically a little bit better than Thunderbolt, but I'm not going to want to use it because of the recoil. Like, it's just a tiny bit more damage. There's no paralysis upside. All right, we're going to do it like this. It's fine. We'll use the 4 rare candies right before Machoke, because that's all we have. So we'll have spent 5 at that point in the playthrough. We're going to go up to 11 rare candies. And then we're just going to fight everything heads up. Wait, am I still outspeeding? No, I'm speed tight against the Duck Trio now again. All right, we're buying 2 Carbos. We can afford 2 Carbos if we pick up the extra nugget. So we'll just get 2 Carbos. Right, because that'll give us the outspeed. Wait, 6? Did I have 6? Yeah, 4 or 5. 6 candies before Agatha. Okay. That's hilarious. With an extra Carbos, I'm outspeeding now. No, but I want the damage ranting threshold anyway for this final Gengar. Yeah, we can switch to double edge at the very end of the fight if it's close. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to take like a 2-minute break, and then we're gonna try this route out. Be right back, everybody. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. More time in the router than I wanted to spend, but that's okay. Let's try to give this a sub 40 bid here. We'll pull up our previous splits. Okay. Let's go. 19 of you are still here. Thank you for still being here. We lost a few people, and I don't blame you. That was a long intermission, but hopefully people will tune back in and check it out once we got a run going. Thank you for all of you who are patient and are still here. I promise not to do that again. Too much. Can't promise it'll never happen again, but that's certainly not how I want to do these. Got a little too granular there, I think. Although I know Smash Math, Redrioc, you guys like we all like to optimize and kind of spend time in the router, but I want to get playthroughs in too while we're on stream. So let's get some playthroughs in and let's see if we can get sub 40. First things first. Have to remember our routing. So early on, we're not changing anything. Same routing. Still the one candy before Misty. The first big deviation that's going to happen is going to be Rocket Hideout. We're going to go in there. We're going to get double edge. So we're going to teach that immediately, although I don't think we're going to really need it so much. Don't need to go heal. We'll teach it immediately because we may as well while we're doing our sort of menuing, I think. But we're already one-shotting that Kadabra on Rival 4's team. So we won't really be using it, I don't think, until Sylph at the earliest. And then because of the little extra experience we're getting... Nope. Need to do this. Paralyze, heal, and some Pokeballs. Okay. We're going to pick up a couple nuggets this time. We're going to pick one up in the underground. We're going to pick one up in Rocket Hideout. That will comfortably give us enough money to afford the super potions that we needed because we had some time lost because we ran out of healing items. So we'll be able to pick those up. And we'll be able to afford 2 Carbos so that we don't end up in a speed tie situation. So I think we've got a good game plan. I don't know if this is actually faster than our previous routing. It's unclear to me whether it will be. But I don't think it'll be much worse, at least. It'll be pretty close. And then we might also dodge a couple of resets with like... Okay, I'm starting over. I was bumbling around while I was trying to talk through this as we go. Okay, and then I ran into an optional. Okay. I think that the increased accuracy is going to be a little bit better for double edge over takedown. So that's a slight upside. And we want to go into the Agatha fight, being able to outspeed our first Gengar. We were speed tied last time, and so it should be a little bit safer in the late game, although it's still a bit of a lottery. So hopefully you add these factors up, and it will give us... Oh, I just said no. Just read things. Just saying no to the nickname. Hopefully you add these factors up, and then we end up with a sub 40 run. I really want to get sub 40 for you guys. I think that would be amazing if we could get it. Hello, Axu. You were lurking, but now you lurk no longer. When you type in the chat that you're lurking, it's like a catch-22. It's like, well, are you lurking? I don't think you're lurking anymore. I don't think we need to go like super hyper aggressive in the routing to get sub 40 with Magneton. I think we can be like somewhat aggressive, but not hyper aggressive. And I think sub 40 is possible. So like you've seen with the in-game time, the sub 40 is definitely possible. It's just a matter of, can we get it without a ton of resets? And can we get it with reasonable execution, like back management and that sort of thing? Part of that's up to me and part of it's not. Although I'll say I think most of it is up to me. I'm going to grab this antidote this time, just in case the Weedle poisons us. We won't have to go to the center to heal. I might be clairvoyant. Is that the right term? All right. Hey, Papa Shook. Good to see you here. Chat is lethargic right now, except for Smash Mouth and Reggiosi, because we just spent forever in the router, which I promised not to do again, and then immediately said, well, I don't know if I can promise that. I will try to not do it again, where I spend that long in the router. But we did have some interesting stuff to discuss, so hopefully this lends to better results for the follow-up run. That I didn't try to teach bide. First time I didn't try to teach bide. Okay. Missed some sonic booms there, but that's okay. We're gonna switch sonic booms out of the top slot. We're gonna use thundershock for a while. Actually, I think we want to do one against the Ekans. Oh, never mind. Because I think the Thundershock, 2 Thundershocks is a range against the Ekans if I'm eyeballing it right, even though I've hit it. I think it is. So I should probably be going for like 1 Thundershock, 1 Sonic Boom against the Ekans, unless I crit like I did. Smash Path, you still don't love the routing? Wait, did you like my original route better? Did Reggiosi lead us astray? Can we preemptively blame Reggiosi if we have a bad run here? I mean, I'm down. Just say the word and I'll blame Reggiosi. Unless it's a great run, and then we don't blame Reggiosi. Yeah, if we like use double edge and then we gen 1 miss, you know? And it's like, well, we should have just used takedown, then we'd feel better about this, you know? Okay. I am going to use 1 potion here. Okay. Come on, Sonic Boom. Thank you. All right. We have 12 Thundershocks. We need 11, by the way. So this is going to be good enough for us to get through, even if we gen 1 miss. Yeah, that's how I keep Reggiosi coming back to the stream, is I just implement the the improvements that he suggests, and then he's like, okay, yeah, all right, I like that pickup in Mount Moon, the efficient pickup. Ooh, that was nice. Okay, we're gonna save here. I will take a quick reset against Misty. We need to get a run done. But I don't think it's too likely, but certainly could happen. We've seen before that it can get sketchy. Like Bubble Beam just crit there, and then he went for tackle. If she had gone for another Bubble Beam or maybe even a water gun, I think we're toast there. Perky Penguin asks how the Wrapping Last percentage stream is going. We only lost the Wrapping Last once. But it was an embarrassing loss. Okay. Okay, dude. Not thrilled. Okay, we're missing like every Sonic Boom. Okay. We lost 7 seconds between the Misty and the rival split, and that's just because we got sand attacked. And then when you get sand attacked, it is awful. You just miss every attack. Yeah, I feel the same way, or Smash Math, when you said you like the style points of going for takedown. I love the style points of going for takedown. I'm kind of sad that we're not using it this time. However, if we don't get a better time, if we don't improve on it, then, you know, takedown will be the final result, right? So I only plan on doing 3 playthroughs. So if we get a full playthrough here, I think this is going to be it. More than that, I tend to start to get tired, make silly mistakes. If I did a 4th playthrough, I probably wouldn't play as well. So, okay, we need to use an antidote here. Oh, I went right by them. We're actually, interestingly, out of potions here. So it's probably fine. We're gonna, oh gosh, bind is so annoying. I really wish that Onyx had 40 health instead of 41. We're going to be low on health, but we should make it, because these are 1-hits coming up, and then the Oddish don't do very much damage with Absorb. So we'll be fine. We're going to heal. Heal at the center anyway. Last time we tried to get too cute, we lost maybe 10 seconds or so, because I tried to just use the ether and go forward without a center heal. I think that was just a mistake. I think that's slower. And we only need 2 PP restoring items for the league. And we're going to pick up an elixir this time in the underground, because we're going to pick up that nugget too anyway, because we need the money. Oh. Oops. I don't know what I was trying. I think I was trying to fly. That's very funny. I was like, I knew I was supposed to be doing something, like, instead of walking, but I walked out and tried to fly. Yeah, self-destructing hiker percentage stream, that too. So we took a loss to the self-destructing hiker, as well as a loss to the wrapping lass. We even have a loss to Brock as well, I think, if I remember right. I think he got us one time with like a screech and a tackle, unless that was off stream. I'm not totally sure now that I think about it, but he's gotten me before. Thankfully, that's only like 2 minutes into the playthrough, so it's not that big of a deal if you get a loss to Brock. It's kind of nice being able to just spam out Thundershock 2 and not try to like switch back and forth between that and tackle and other stuff. It's just like a little faster to just hold down the button. I think we need more super potions than that. The 7 feels like a good number. We're still going, Trisecta. We're here. We're still going. We got a 40.5-minute playthrough last time. Pretty good. That was a little slow because I'm not used to using my full restore at this point. I mean, it happens sometimes, but I wasn't like mentally prepared for it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Where is it? Where is it? Of course, it's near the end because I just picked it up recently, but it's okay. Notably, the Kadabra is a 3-hit with Tackle or Sonic Boom. So it makes sense to go for Tackle there against Kadabra because we have crit upside and because the accuracy is slightly better. Yeah, sub 41, pretty good. So we've already got a pretty good run in the books. If we don't improve it, I think we can still look at this and be like, okay, successful stream, right? Like we got a good time with Magneton. 40 minutes, 29 seconds. That's solid. That's a solid result. I would love to get sub 40. I don't know if it's going to happen. Healing before Surge is important there. This guy's scary. Mostly because of the Voltorb. Look how much Sonic Boom does. Like, chill out, dude. Alright. Thankfully, Thundershock does almost nothing. The Raichu using Thunderbolt, though, is kind of scary. It actually does good damage. This time, Surge kind of dropped the ball and didn't do very much. So we love to see that. Somehow we've gained our time back. Oh, I think it's because we didn't get put to sleep against the Drowsy. So that's kind of nice. And I'm going to heal here because I ran out of Sonic Boom PP before. And I skipped that heal. Very greedy. Okay. Bike. Decent inventory management through this section. Not ideal, but decent. Okay. I don't want to do Electrode. Leave me alone. Axiocariosaurus saying do Electrode. Like, no. No. Don't want to. Switching in Thundershocks here just because we were running low on Thunderbolts before. But I think that's good enough. We didn't get paralyzed there. We didn't even get poisoned, which is actually kind of nice because usually I have to open the bag and use an antidote there. But we cleared that out just fine. So we're kind of moving here. Okay. Let's go. Healing for 20 with a super potion doesn't feel good, but hopefully you see why I did it. Like, look at that. You see that crit did so much damage, and then thankfully you followed it up with a growl, but like, good lord, that Cubone is terrifying. Terrifying. What about Voltorb? No! No Voltorb, no Electrode. Get out of here. Chad just wants to see me suffer. Why do you want to see me suffer? This is scarier than usual, by the way, because if you run into an extra hiker, it's just like awful. You have to Sonic Boom your way through stuff. Gotta be very careful navigating through here. Okay, nice. We got through the first one clean. That drastically improves our chances of getting through. Defense curl, love to see it. Okay. Oh, okay, nice. We got through. 39 health. That's plenty of health. Honestly, we get through on 1 health. We're still very happy, but even better. Thundershock there on the Pidgey. We saved the last Thundershock. Or the last 2 Thunderbolts, rather, for the Gambler. Pikachu. This is my first electric type that I've ever played, by the way. Mono electric type. I've played Zapdos, but I think I was kind of scared to play a mono electric type, especially because I usually play yellow, and I was like, I really should get some experience. I was like, I really should get some experience playing with an electric type, so I went with the best mono electric type. Either this or Electabuzz. I'm going to grab this PP up instead, by the way. I know it's a little further out of the way, but less potential for me messing it up. We used that one on Thunderbolt. Having 18 PP is just pretty good. So we have a lot of nuggets now. It's going to be easy for us to afford 2 vitamins. Sell 3 nuggets. Wait, where is it? 34. There we go. Okay, buy 2 Carbos this time. Can't forget the 2 Reflects. That's important. Then we buy 11 super repels, just to have an extra. Buy some great balls, and then we have room for one more super potion. Cool. Okay, that was pretty good bag management. I'm happy with how I executed that. Let's grab our Doduo. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and do this too. Like I said, I don't think we're going to actually use Double Edge until Sylph, but may as well teach it while I'm remembering it. Hello, Arash. Good to see you again. Starting from the beginning should be a good one. Good luck. Thank you. Maybe I could have Double Edged there, huh? It's okay. We're going to fight through the poison just like last time. We have such high health that I don't see a reason to stop and heal. We'll make it to the healing pad. Almost the same exact amount of health as we had last time, by the way. Because that rival just doesn't do much damage to Magneton. We're one-shotting almost everything. Yeah, I think you're right, Smash Mouth, but I think it's like a really favorable 2-hit range. So that's why I wasn't even worried about it. I was just like, it's easier to spam Thunderbolts. But in this case, we didn't hit it, so... All right, so I need to refresh my memory. Nothing changes. I'm still fighting the same cue ball and biker that I was last time, except this time I'm candying before the Machoke. And I'm candying 4 times to level 41, I think. Might be worth pausing just to double check and make sure I get the candy count right. Oh, accidentally dug instead of fly. I am going to pause real quick just to double check. I hate changing my routing right before a run like this without like double, triple checking it, but we had already spent so long on the router that, okay. It was 4 candies after Koga. 4 candies. And then did we check the ranges against the Venusaur with Double Edge? Let's check it. We may as well. Just very quickly. What happened? Take down afterwards. Okay. Double Edge does 28 to 34%. Yeah, so a little more. I think it's still Thunderbolting first. Okay. All right. Let's roll. I'm going to skip this PP up because we got the other one. It's doing a weird mirroring thing. Oh. It should be back to normal, right? You're talking about when I had the router up? Yes, if we get badge boosted, then Double Edge will do even more. PP up? Wait, where's the PP up at? MP up, and then reflect. Okay, cool. No. Well, I thought it was already on the bike, but I forgot that I had 2 reflects, so it didn't actually work that way. I think I have enough thunderbolts just to get through everything. I don't think I have to mix in a double edge. Maybe I should have. I think I need 6 to get through Koga. So yeah, we're fine. We'll just do a couple double edges here. Okay. I guess we could have done thunder shocks. That would have been smarter. Oh well. Not a big deal. Just had to waste an extra potion. Okay, let's go. Oh no. Oh gosh. I didn't look like I was going to hit the range, but I just barely hit the 2-hit range. Where are my antidotes at? That was a little sketchy. Oh gosh. I need to free up one more space. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I know I have to free something up. Paralyze heal. I have 2 great balls in there too. I think I was supposed to toss those. I need to use 4 rare candies here so I can toss those great balls while I have the bag open too. Let's do that now. Okay. Candies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're on full health, so we should just be good. We can skip takedown on purpose this time. I didn't forget it. I did remember. Irony of all ironies. The first time I remember is when I'm not picking it up. All right, let's go. Ooh, good crit. Oh, 2 crits. Let's go. Okay. Okay, we got growled. So I'm going to use Toxic against the Marowak. Not sure if we needed to, but... Alright, let's go. Reflect first. No poison is really good. Poison would have been a reset. Love to see the guards back. Okay. Come on. Not a... Ooh, we got through. We got through. Ooh, baby. Let's go. That was tight. That was really tight. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Still 0 faults. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, we might not have made it with takedown there. You're right, Redriosi. That may have been the difference of a reset or not. Poison was kind of annoying there, but at least we didn't get put to sleep. Like, that's the main thing. I'm going to toss this too, just because I know we're about to have to pick up some items. Oh my gosh, I have to pause. Did we fight Psych? I don't remember, because we took him on and put him off and took him on and put him off. I don't think we fight him, but like I don't want to ruin my routing here. Okay, we took Psych out. Okay, Blaine, Sabrina, and we're just going to barely outspeed everything. Okay, and then we have... Wait a minute. We don't have this trainer in here either? We have no optionals the rest of the way? Really? Is that right? No optionals the rest of the way? We took out this one too? Oh. I guess we front-loaded all our optional training by adding the extra rare candy. That's kind of cool. I don't think I realized that we did that. Yeah, that's why the 2 Carbos was like saving a lot of time. That's kind of wild. Okay, all right, let's go. Okay. Don't know if we need to do this now, but I'm going to do it. Oh. Okay. Blaine first this time. We did Sabrina first last time. That was a small mistake. Because Blaine is easier. And we get a little bit better of a damage range with Thunderbolt. I'm not saving. If Blaine ruins the run, then Blaine does it. We took out the Victory Road training too. I mean, I just checked. So, unless there's something that I'm missing in the router, we took that out as well. It is a little inefficient that we have to pick up Fire Blast there. Maybe we didn't technically have to. Not sure, but we need to open up a spot between Blaine and Sabrina, so there's going to be a little bit of awkwardness. Here, double edge is the same as takedown against the Kadabra, except in this case, of course, it's 100% accurate instead of 85% accurate. Okay, we almost got the range, but it missed the stun spore, so that's quite nice. We don't need Swift. Oh gosh, that was a damaging... Oh, that was close. That's close. That's why we take every extra level we can get before Sabrina. Sabrina is a little sketchy. Did I have healing items in my bag? Do I have a full restore in my bag? Oh gosh, I hope I do. Oh, it's going to be pretty annoying if I don't. Okay, come on, Toxic. Any day now. Okay, I guess I have to reflect here. Because it's doing massive damage to me. If we lose to this thing, it's so embarrassing. Okay. Could have used the Carbos after Blaine. Yeah, probably. Okay. Do I have a full restore? I should, right? I don't think I used the full restore after, yeah, nice. Oh, I should have taught Mimic at the same time, but I can do it before I save. I'm going to save anyway. Don't need to reflect anymore. All right, let's go. 114 speed, that's enough speed, crucially. Okay, Mimic Dig. Nice, and now we just hold down Mimic Dig. We could maybe technically lose if like they chose Body Slam and Thrash or something, but the Nidos are usually just going to waste time. And then the Rhydon has to waste time. It's locked into Fissure. Did I just Gen 1 miss a dig? I think so. But then I got a crit. Okay, this is fine. Okay. 0 resets still. 31-minute and 5-second Giovanni split. Is that right? Let's go. We're underspeeding the Alakazam, so this fight is a little sketchy. I don't love it, but there is a potential for it to just waste time like that. Come on. Please. Please, Horn Drill. That's really, really unlikely to miss that many Horn Drills. That sucks. That really sucks. I blame Rodriosi for missing that many Horn Drills, even though it was my plan. Okay. All right. Do we still have antidotes? Please tell me we have an antidote left, right? Yeah, okay, good. That was going to be a really painful backtrack if we didn't have an antidote left. Okay, gotta lock in, moving the boulders around. Yes. Okay. So funny, celebrating having moved the boulder the proper number of squares. Yeah, I didn't block the rare candy. That's pretty important. Okay. God, terrified. Hey, Munchie, runs have been going all right. Don't let the splits fool you. We're not 16 minutes ahead, but we are ahead. Goal is sub 40. We've got a pretty sick in-game time going right now. Only one reset, which was a really unfortunate reset. Against Rival 6 just a minute ago. Okay, nice. I'm going to skip the heal. Shouldn't need it, although I am going to save. Just in case something crazy happens. Come on, Toxic. Okay, this should have been a guarantee, I think. Now we need to heal. We use 6 rare candies. Let's go. Oh boy, come on. We're outspeeding. Oh my god, she switched out. That's amazing. All right, we're guaranteed to at least get to the Haunter. Oh, a super potion range too? Come on, get the range. Get the range on the Arbok. Okay, super potion. Come on. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. Yes! Yes! First try Agatha. Let's go. Let's go! All right, come on. Oh, David, reflect, reflect, reflect. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That was a really quick reset. Only lost like maybe 7 seconds there. Better than a long reset because we didn't teach reflect. Come on. Get him. 1 agility makes these all guaranteed 2 shots, by the way, except the Aerodactyl, which is a guaranteed 1 shot. We just need to not get like crit hyper beamed here. Okay, cool, 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 cool. All right. Let's go. Reflect first, then Thunderbolt. We're going to underspeed the Alakazam and 2-shot it. It is what it is. Psychic is painful there. Okay. We're going to need some luck against the Venusaur. Come on, come on, come on, come on, please. Oh, no! Oh, that was so close. Oh, come on. Okay, sub 39 is still on the table. It's still on the table. We need sub 39. That was our stretch goal. Come on. I'm not playing that out. 21 health is not enough. Oh, man. I don't think we're going to do it. I don't think it's quite going to be in time. Oh, paralyze helps. It's not gonna be in time. Oh man. I hope we get it this time though, because it could still be really good. Come on, Horn Drill. Oh, Razor Leaf missed. Oh, 3909. Oh, 3909. That was so close. Yeah, so close to our stretch goal of sub 39, but honestly, sub 40 is an amazing result. Like, I'm super, super happy with this. 228 in game time? Are you kidding me? That's nasty. 228? Okay. That's fast. That's fast. Richard, here's a few sub 41 prediction saved. Yes, to the 36% of you who voted sub 41, you win today. Although it didn't look like you were going to there. We got a couple resets late at the champion. We got a really unlucky rival 6 loss as well. We had a 37-15 Lance split. So this could have been a sub 38 playthrough for Magneton. A little bit of bad luck at the end, but honestly, I'm really happy with how I played that last run. And I do think the route was a little bit better after the tweaks we made, adding Rocket Hideout. Double Edge just adds a little bit of consistency over takedown. And being able to afford the extra carbos meant that we could save the candies till later in the playthrough and still outspeed the key threats that we needed to, and use those candies more efficiently to kind of compensate for the training. So, well worthwhile making those adjustments. Unfortunate that it fell apart a little bit at the champion, but hey, what can I say? 4 resets, 228 in-game time, 3909 regular real time. Very happy with that. Thank you all for being here. I just want to give everyone a shout out that I can see here. Smash Math, Red Eye Solaris, Trisecta, Perky Penguin, Quarthian, Salamance, Redriosi. I'm sure there are many others, Axu, Munchie. Thank you all for being here. And those of you who are lurking as well, this was a lot of fun. I'm so happy we got a sub 40 playthrough. We were this close to our stretch goal, but man, I'm proud of this run. I think this was a good one. I'm glad you were all here for it and participating and helped out. So, oh yes, reminder for my next stream. Tomorrow I am not streaming. I'm taking a day off, but we're having a special stream at 1 p.m. Eastern time in 2 days on Wednesday. It's going to be me heads up against Speedrunner 0218. We're going to run 1 fully evolved Pokemon and 1 first stage Pokemon. So it's going to be kind of like a double challenge, if you will. Who can run like a bad Pokemon and a good Pokemon the fastest? No optimizations, no XP router, first playthroughs only. He's really trying to test my intuition for the games here. And it's going to be in red. So look forward to it. That's what we've been training for this last week and a half. So it'll be a Pokemon that we haven't played before, and we're banning Mew and Mewtwo. So and obviously the impossible ones. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It should be a lot of fun. I'll be streaming, like I said, at 1 p.m. Audience participation is allowed. So we'll have fun. All right, see you guys then.